Joining us now, Senator Marshall Blackburn from Senate Judiciary and Armed Services. It's an honor to have you on the show, Senator.
Good to be with
Your
you.
reaction to 26-year-old Nicholas John Roski. He's from California. He faces 20 years in prison, attempted murder, threatening to kill Justice Kavanaugh over abortion in Roe v. Wade. He was arrested near Justice Kavanaugh's home, armed with a gun and a knife and also pepper spray. Can you talk about this?
Yes, I certainly can. And what we have seen is militants who have been encouraged to go to the houses of these justices. They've been doxxed. Their addresses have been put online. They have been encouraged to go and protest, not in the public square, but right outside the homes, disrupt these communities, disturb the peace. And this is how it has ended up. And what we need to do is make certain that provisions are there to be sure that these justices are protected and that people that are breaking the law, that are in violation of federal law by showing up, trying to intimidate justices, trying to change the outcome of a decision, they need to be prosecuted to the full extent of the law.
So, but the White House has defended these illegal protests at the justices' home. As you point out, they are against the law. They're going to go back to the justices' homes tonight. Let's watch the White House defend this. Watch.
Activists posted a map with the home addresses of the Supreme Court justices. Is that the kind of thing this president wants to help your side make their point?
Look, I think the president's view is that there's a lot of passion, a lot of fear, a lot of sadness from many, many people across this country about what they saw in that leaked document. We obviously want people's privacy to be respected. We have not seen violence or vandalism against Supreme Court justices. We know that there's an outrage right now, I guess, about protests that have been peaceful to date, and we certainly continue to encourage that outside of judges' homes, and that's the president's position.
Well, this is like criminally incompetent messaging, Senator.
Totally.
Should they throw the book at anybody who shows up at a legal protest tonight at Justice Kavanaugh's home? Should they be arrested?
What they should do is this. People that want to protest, that think they don't like what might come from the Supreme Court, show up at the public square and carry out your protest. But you cannot show up at someone's home and protest outside their home. And you cannot have people show up with a knife, a gun, zip ties, and say that they are there to kill a justice. Those people have to be prosecuted. I am so grateful that the gentleman, the man, not gentleman, but the man that showed up trying to kill Justice Kavanaugh was arrested last night.
He was caught because U.S. Marshals were there. Can you imagine if they weren't there? And that's the issue, too. We've got to move on to this because voters in San Francisco booted out weak on crime far-left DA Chesa Boudin. We've got reports coming in, Senator, that George Soros groups have funded and backed 75 prosecutors who reportedly, many of them have gone weak on crime over the last, funded them over the last decade. Is this going, by the way, the Virginia election ousting the Democrats and now what happened in San Francisco, is this a new turning point for America?
It is a turning point. People want the rule of law. They want people to abide by the law. They want the law to be enforced. Enforce the laws that are on the book. And these weak on crime justices that have been supported by George Soros, who is obviously up to no good. And when you have San Francisco booting Chesa Boudin out of office, that tells you how people, whether they're Democrat or Republican, what they want is to have a lawful place that they are going to live and work. And people are so over this. It is this wokeness that is driving all of this. It is driving protest. It is driving a lot of this disrespect for the law. And people are saying enough is enough.
Voters are sick and tired of the brazen smash mob looting that you were just talking about, and the shoplifting and the home and car break-ins, the rampant open-air drug dealing in San Francisco. We're showing video coming in Also, D.C. shoplifters caught on camera stealing laundry detergent right near the Capitol at a store there. Daytime shootout in New York City. Chesapeake, even though fentanyl overdoses in San Francisco far and away are killing more people there than COVID-19, he failed to bring even one case about that.
You're right. And people are seeing this in the streets. When you can't walk through the streets of San Francisco without walking over people that are shooting up, when you can't get from one point to another walking in the streets without being apprehended and somebody trying to shake you down. These are problems, and people are just tired of it. They look at what has happened with the economy. You know, Elizabeth, if you look at this administration, they have been so given to leftist policies, so given to woke, that what they've done is the country is broke. The people are broke. Our foreign policy is broke, our domestic policy, the energy sector. And people are saying, we are tired of this. We're on the wrong track. It is time to get back on the right track for this country.
Senator Blackburn, thanks for joining us. Come back soon.
You got it.